Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen and today's video is going to be a book tag, and today's book tag is the I am a guilty reader book tag. This tag was super popular last year. I saw almost everyone do it and I always been meaning to film this video, but I always kept pushing it off. This tag was actually created by Chammy from Is That Chammy, also known as Read Like Wildfire, and I was actually tagged to do this tag. I was tagged by my good friend Binta from Positive Writer, and she tagged me a long time ago and I'm just now getting around to filming it, so thank you Binta for tagging me even though it was a really long time ago. I'll leave both of their videos linked down below for you guys to check it out. I'll highly recommend it because they're both really fun people to watch. So this is a tag all about the guilty things you do as a reader, so let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so question number 1. Have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? I've never regifted a book, but I definitely donated a book that I've been giving. It's just sometimes I get books that I'm not necessarily interested in reading, and while these people have good intentions because they know I love to read, they kind of miss the mark on what kind of books I like to read. So while I haven't regifted, I have definitely donated the books that I've been given. Have you ever said you've read a book when you haven't? This goes back to like high school. We all had those required reading books and the teacher would ask, have you read the book? And you would say yes, even though you really haven't. And there have been times where I have said that I read a book, but I was still in the process of finishing. I haven't quite finished the book. So things like that. So I'm definitely guilty of that. Question number 3. Have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? Don't think so. I can't wait. No, there is a book that I borrowed from my sister. It's called Monster and it's by this supernatural writer called Ted Peretti, something like that, and I still haven't given it to her. It's on my shelves somewhere up there and I still haven't returned it to her. She's completely forgotten about the book, but that is a case where I haven't returned a book that I borrowed. Next question is, have you ever read a series out of order? I definitely haven't read a series out of order, but I definitely bought books out of order. So a few months ago, and you guys pointed it out to me, I bought a book called 10,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray, and I didn't realize that it's the second book in the series, not the first, and a lot of you guys pointed it out to me in the comments of my haul video, and I was like, oh, okay. So while I haven't read a book out of order, I've definitely bought a book out of order without knowing. Have you ever spoiled a book for someone? Not intentionally, but I'm pretty sure I probably have spoiled a book for someone, but I can't think of any instances right now. But I do have a feeling that I was like a major jerk and probably spoiled a book for someone, but I can't think of any instances right now. But it was definitely unintentional. I would never intentionally spoil a book for someone unless they actually requested that I tell them how the book goes without them reading a book. Then I will do it, but never intentionally maliciously spoil someone for a book. Next question is, have you ever doggy-eared a book? Yes. Like I said, in high school where we all had to do a required reading, I really don't care about those books. So yeah, I used to destroy those books. I used to bend the spine. I used to doggy-ear the crap out of it, highlight it, write in it. Those books were destroyed in my hand. So yes, I have doggy-eared a book. And then the next question is, have you ever told someone you don't own a book when you do? I can't think of an instance like that, so I'm not entirely sure. I guess this goes back to, are you ashamed of any books that you own? So I don't know. I don't think so. Have you ever told someone you haven't read a book when you have? I don't know. I don't think so. I definitely have told people that I have read a book when I haven't. This was one of the previous questions where I told my high school teachers that I have read the book when I hadn't, but I don't think I've ever have told someone I haven't read a book when I haven't. I don't know what the point of that would be. I guess goes back to, again, if you're ashamed of the book that you read it, so you don't want people to know that you have read it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done that before. And next question, have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of the book? I wouldn't say I skipped like an entire chapter, but I definitely skim read a book. Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa is the first instance that comes to mind that I've done that before. That book was just, I didn't enjoy the writing of it. It was really bad, and I ended up skimming a lot of that book. I definitely not necessarily skipped like a whole section or a chapter of a book, but I definitely skimmed read. Alright, and then the next question is, have you ever bad-mouthed a book you actually liked? I don't think I've ever bad-mouthed a book, but if it's like one of those unpopular opinions book where either you really love it, you really hate it, or it was a book that everyone else seems to hate but you really loved. I can't say that I badmouthed the book, but I did acknowledge reasons why people disliked the book, but I don't think I have ever badmouthed a book that I actually liked. Alright guys, so there you go. That was the I am a guilty reader tag. Let me know down in the comments below what's a guilty thing that you have done as a reader in your reading life, because I would really love to know. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. All of my social medias are linked down below, including Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads if you'd like to follow me on those platforms. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Have a good day guys, and keep reading. Bye!